Welcome back. Coming together to end the stigma surrounding mental illness and suicide. That's why the nonprofit organization Breaking the Silence New Mexico is teaming up with the CRC Serve It Up for Life tennis event. Joining us this morning to tell us more about the event and how you can support their mission, we are joined by Dan Frampton and Isidro Teles from Breaking the Silence New Mexico. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. Welcome. Thanks so much for being here this morning. Tell us about the partnership between BTSNM, that's a mouthful, and Serve It Up for Life, and how this tournament got started last year.
Sure. So a family that lost their son to suicide in January of 2024 wanted to do something to honor his memory. They are tennis players, and so they decided to create this tennis tournament, the CRC Memorial Tennis Tournament. They wanted to find a good organization. A friend of theirs told them about Breaking the Silence New Mexico and the work we do. They chose us, and so this is our second year of our partnership, where the tennis tournament proceeds go to support the work of Breaking the Silence.
And how do the proceeds help people in the community that maybe are struggling with their mental health?
Sure.
Yes, so a lot of what we do in our nonprofit is we provide education around mental illness and suicide awareness and prevention. All the proceeds donated to us allows us to be able to pay our facilitators to present those lessons at no cost to any school, organization, or community that would like our lessons promoted to those individuals. And we work to, destigmatize a lot of the conversation around mental illness, as well as provide resources about where they can go and seek help.
The suicide rate in New Mexico is higher than the national average. What contributes to that?
So one of the things is that we're a big rural community. Rural communities often have some challenges because of the isolation. There are less providers in those areas, so it's those kind of things.
And when it comes to reaching out and asking for help, people are sometimes a little hesitant to do so. What do you say to those people?
So I think the biggest thing is that mental health is nothing to be ashamed of. A lot of times you'll see somebody who stands up in a meeting and says, and I am a survivor of cancer, but we don't do that for mental health and suicide prevention. And those are the kind of things. And the most important thing is just talk with people. Be okay to talk about the struggles you have, and be okay to ask people, are you struggling right now?
And how can people support the work of Break the Stigma New Mexico?
So one of the things that they can do to support us, of course, is, donations are always great. But the biggest thing is inviting us to come into your schools, your organization, your communities, and booking those lessons with us, where we can come in and we can start normalizing that conversation around mental health. We talk about not only what makes someone susceptible to developing a mental illness or make that, put them in a position where they could be easily struggling, but we talk about, what are some of the things that they can do to reach out for support and help, and how to start having that conversation.
And the registration for the tennis tournament is closed, but there are other ways for people to get involved. How can they do that?
So we'll have a silent auction the day of the tournament, which is this Saturday. So people come out and bid for things, and they can also donate through our website, which is breakingthesilencenm.org, or the website for the tennis tournament, which is serveitupforlight.net.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having us.